Hello, wonderful souls. Welcome to Magical Droplets. I am Chital Shah. I am a tarot and angel card reader, access consciousness practitioner, Akashic record reader, and a distance energy healer. If you wish to book personal readings with me or book an energy healing session, please contact me on my WhatsApp number mentioned in the description box below. In part 1 of the Wild Unknown Archetypes video, I unboxed the deck, and today is the part 2 of the video. In part 2 of the video, I'll be shuffling this wonderful new deck that I have just received, and we'll be doing a quick pick a card reading. I don't know much about the deck, so I'll be reading the guidance from the wonderful, thick, long guidebook that I have received with the deck. So without any further ado, let's begin with the reading. I am already shuffling the deck, and I'll be removing 3 cards for 3 piles. So intuitively pick one pile. So the 3 cards that we have for you is, this is pile 1, card 1, card 2, and card number 3. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Meditate upon the cards and pick a card that you are most intuitively drawn towards to receive your guidance. This guidance would be just for your everyday life and what you need to do right now, and what messages the archetypes have for you. So without any further ado, let's begin with card number 1. So card number 1 is medallion. So this is, I suppose, 59 number card. So there's a whole new description written in the guidebook. And different types of reading through which we can take the guidance. It also talks about card rotation. You see over here how to read card rotations, but today I'll be doing just a general guidance. I won't start with card rotations. So let's see if they have, I don't see the index over here, so I'll straight away move to the guidance part. So this guidance comes under the tools section of the archetypes. So this is the guidance: the medallion, the amulet, the talisman, the heirloom. And over here it reads, do you believe that objects contain supernatural properties? When have you experienced this to be true? Oh, quite wonderful. And over here there is this thing written: imagine if you and your family member, school or social group had a crest, emblem or amulet. What would it be? Draw it. Wow, quite a insightful thing to do. So the guidance reads, the passing on of sacred objects in an ancient ritual within families, between lovers, and in tribes across the globe. We give jewels, treasures, keepsakes, and mementos of all kinds, some of the great material value, other that hold emotional resonance, and still others with both. Yet when these gifts are bestowed upon us, it is important to recognize that they may bind us to an unspoken agreement or promise. Oh. When the medallion card appears, be aware of how the objects you hold dear may be embedded with unconscious energy or expectations. Materials hold consciousness, and it's time to reconcile the vibration of the objects around you. What do you covet and collect? Why? Is there an object you have to held on to for years that you are ready to release? Perhaps it is time to reach for the medallion that aligns with your deepest values. It says, when light, upholding tradition, protecting and honoring; when dark, burdensome, inheritance, habituations, and go deeper, ancient in Egyptian scrap amulets. So I feel what this card is telling you is that when there are gifts exchanged, or when you receive something from generations to generations, it is now time to realize whether it is something that you would like to hold on to or you would like to release. Because with this card it says that any object has a consciousness, and it has an underlying agreement or promise within it. So just holding on to objects because someone has gifted you also binds you with those agreements and promises and the energies of that object. So if there is something with that you possess right now, it is time for you. And if you wish to release it or let go of it without any hesitation, you need to let go of that object, because uh, the energies of that object is holding you back from moving forward in your life. As you release that object, the energies of the object and of all the parties involved with that object will also be released, and thus you will be freed from some of the agreements and promises that you might have not made consciously. I love these cards already. I love this deck already. What a deep, insightful meaning, pile number 1. So, all those who have selected pile number 2, let's begin with your reading. So, this is clearly a reversed, the sustainer. This is card number 26. 24, sorry. So this is reversed. One second. So this card says, I'll hold the card over here. Sustainer, the peacemaker, upholder, preserver. Over here there is a note written which says, take note of the difference between maintaining and sustaining. Which action describes your life more accurately? Okay, and over here it says, contemplate what truly sustains you. Make a list. Notice how simple yet powerful those things are, and spend some time tending them. This card reads, the sustainer, the second archetype in the trio of existence, works behind the scenes tending to the tasks of life. They cultivate gardens, pay bills, keep the meals warm and the mouths sweetly fed. The sustainer is at peace in the process of life, knowing that there is no start or finish to humble yet meaningful tasks. They have a natural inclination to nourish others, to preserve Earth's resources, to consider environmental impact, to see their role in the divine cycle of life. It is common for the sustainer to become overworked, leading to resentment. Their tasks aren't glamorous, and therefore, the sustainer rarely receives the credit or attention. The sustainer longs to hold things in place so badly, especially relationships, that they resist necessary changes. Take time with this archetype. It is within us all and needs our love. So, when light, it is abundant, generous, supportive, reliable. When dark, like I feel the dark means upside down, overworked, resentful, trapped, tired, go deeper, Lakshmi, Vishnu, Demeter. So, what I feel the card is saying that you have been a sustainer for a long time. Some of you have been a sustainer for a long time, and it is time for you to take break from this, from being this archetype of the sustainer, and free yourself from all the responsibilities that you have been holding, because doing something beyond your capabilities and capacities is draining your energies, and just it is not a balance of give and take. So now you need to reverse roles and provide for other parties as well, since we, and for some of the parties, since this card is a reverse, so the meaning I explained earlier was uh, for the upright position, and for the reverse position, I feel that some of you who have picked these cards have been receiving a lot without providing to the other parties, and with this card it asks you to provide for the other parties, and instead of just receiving everything freely, why not try to give it back to the people in the society and balance your energy, so that you will be having more balance of energies and more positive energies in your life. Wow. So, all those who have selected pile number 3 or card number 3, let's begin with your reading. Again, this is a reverse card, card number 26, which says comic. So, we just did card number 24 and now 26. The comic, the Joker, clown, the fool. Okay, over here it says joy, jokes, and smiles are signs of a happy heart. Be wary of spiritual practices or teachers who leave the comic by the wayside. Okay, and here we have the comic has plenty of shade to throw on others, and it can fall into the shadow at the drop of a hat. Beware of their sharp claws. I'll keep this card upright so you can have a clear picture of the card. I think this is a cat over here, though the picture does not seem to be cropped very well, but it is nice. So let's begin with the reading, which says the comic carries a remedy for all that ails this world. Amid the deepest pain and suffering, there is always the potential to lift up and out of the darkness through laughter. Though dismissed by some as lowbrow or unsophisticated, this archetype actually has a highly advanced mind. Some may use the word genius, as humor requires one to see the situation from afar rather than to be swept away by the drama. The comic sees and accepts the messiness of life, using it as the material to be mixed and shaped into a potion to soothe the stressed and serious mind. They literally lighten us up. Thus, within the comic is usually the sage or the magician working healing magic upon any audience who will lend an ear. The comic may be the archetype that heals the deep division in our world, one pun at a time. So, when light, it indicates, that is upright position, it indicates hilarious, ingenious, spirited, easygoing. When dark, that is what we had right now, the reversed card. sarcastic, harsh, brooding, drunk. And when deeper, it says images of laughing Buddha, stand up, or impromptu comedy. So, with this card, I feel that life has been pretty harsh for some of you who have selected this pile. So, you need to spend time laughing and making memories with the people that you love and enjoy their company. Give yourself a break, don't be harsh upon yourself, because uh, though times have been difficult, but you can definitely overcome these difficult times. uh, Talking to your loved ones, spending time with them will definitely help you overcome the difficulties in life. Also, another message that I'm receiving for people who have selected card number 3 or pile number 3 is that stop going into addictions. That addictions could be drinking, smoking, or even watching too much television, computers, surfing the internet, or anything that you have been doing for a long period of time or for long hours, because addictions are just a way to stop you from moving ahead in your life. So this card strongly indicates that get out of the trap and make yourself free from the addictions and make something for yourself, because you have the power and capacities to see beyond the normal day-to-day life. And with your powers and capacities and without any addictions, you will be able to do something that is only what a genius can do. I hope you all resonated with the reading. Please don't forget to watch the part 1 of the video where I have unboxed these cards. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't and click the bell icon to receive notifications about the next videos that I upload. Thank you.